some gorgeous corals and seashells today. Thanks so much for joining me. This one has got all these wonderful features. I'll get it right up close so you can see. It's from the seabed. It's really gorgeous. That side's not so easy to see, but this side, wow, it's just quite amazing, I think. I've got lots of ones to show you. This is a delightful little piece of natural coral. Hold it brown so you can get a good look. It's quite sharp. So pretty though. I've got intermixed with shells, this lovely seashell. Isn't it beautiful? This is lovely and smooth in here, and it's really rather beautiful. Can't hear the sea, not right at the moment. This one's all spiggly, and it's lovely and smooth, this shell. Look at it, isn't it wonderful? I just think they're delightful. They just got so much going on with them. They're just amazing. The shapes, the colours, all of it. It's just really interesting. This one is sharp. This one is all smooth, completely smooth, but this one's it's got rough edges, but these bits are quite smooth. And this part's all lovely and smooth. More coral, a bigger piece this time. This is a lovely big piece. It's quite a lot bigger than the little one I showed you before. See that one? They're very different and very interesting, aren't they? Just like quite wonderful to look at. So much detail in each piece. I have got a big basket full of seashells and lovely coral, so I think we're going to have to do it over a few videos, but we'll do quite a few now. This one, I don't know what this is, but from the seabed, look, see if you can see all the natural formations in this. It's really interesting. I have no idea what this is, though. It doesn't look like a shell. It's something that's come from the seabed, but it's got these little holes there and there and there. And it's quite heavy, this one. It's quite solid and heavy, but it's definitely from the sea. But no idea what that one is. This is a lovely fan-shaped shell. It's like a fan, isn't it? It's delightful. That's the other side. Got a tiny one here. This one's all like little spiggles and polka dots and little, well, they're not polka dots, but it's a lovely pattern on it, isn't it? It's delightful, and that's the end. Look, it's got like a spinning top end on it. It looks like a little bit like a spinning top, that end of it, the shell. That's that side. Round here. It's wonderful. It's a tiny piece of something, and I'm not sure what. Maybe it's just a little pebble rock from the seabed. This little one has been hollowed out by the sea, and it's formed the shape. You could put that on a chain and wear it for a necklace on a cord, not a chain, a piece of black cord or something, and wear that as a necklace, that shell. But it's nice. It's in with my shell collection, in with our shell collection. Have I got something on my tooth again? It wouldn't surprise me. These things happen. Now, this is a tiny little power shell, or abalone. you like to call it. It all means that it's still a beautiful little shell. Isn't it pretty? Actually, this one looks more like a mother of pearl almost. It's so pretty. It's very, very tiny. But look how pearly that colour is. Really pearly, and it's almost like you can see the sea waves in there. I think it looks like the sea waves. It's a little, sort of, a little bit like a fan, but it's more like one of those little, what do you call those tiny little sea critters? I can't remember. They come in these little wee shells. Got a bigger fan one here. See how the side is it nice and smooth from the sea. It's just, they haven't been polished or anything. They're just how they came out of the sea. We've got so many. This one's a bit dirty. But it's still from the sea. And it's rather nice. That's its natural from the sea finish. Like lines on it, isn't it? Oh, and this poor little starfish. He was a whole one. He was loved too much. He got too much play and attention, and he lost a bit. But that's okay. He's been enjoyed. Still. And he's probably had a really good life in the sea, I bet. Isn't it just delightful to look at? Oh, and this made its way into the shell collection. I think that somebody popped that one in there. That should have been with the rock collection. But it's a lovely rock. It's its natural colour. And it's shiny and it's just worn down and it's not a polished rock. This has come from a riverbed or from the sea or somewhere. It's really nice rock. It made its way into the shells. This one is all turned. Now I think this was a shell. It's very heavy for a shell and solid, look. But it's very worn down too from its time in the ocean. It's made it into like the spiral effect. What have we got here? Oh, I think this might be a fossilized piece. Let's have a look. I don't know. Can I see any fossils in here? No, I think it's just a piece of rock. Okay, we'll pop that one to the side. There's some different things surprising me in here. This is a tiny pawa. Is it gorgeous? It's bigger than the last one. It's just a bit bigger. And here's a little weenie. I think they're no, whoopsie. This is a little piece of pawa or abalone. See all those beautiful rainbow colours. Isn't it gorgeous? And you know why this is special? Can you see what shape it is? Yes, it's love heart shaped. It's shaped like a love heart. Just wonderful. A natural piece that's been worn down and it's shaped like a love heart. Naturally. We've got some tiny little ones here. Little weenie shells. They are irresistibly cute. So sweet. And another nice piece of pawa. See the other side. No, that's the side with the shiny goodness. Oh, this one's a nice, interesting shape. This is something different. Look at this. This is almost like a black and white shell with a spinning top end and all these like little horns or something coming off it. And on this side it's quite smooth. Have a good look at that one. That's really rather wonderfully different. They're all beautiful though. They're all wonderful. But there's nice, they've all got different interesting things to them all. This one's been hollowed out and it's got like this hole in it. But it's smooth hole, it's not been broken, it's just like it's worn away like that. And this side is even more interesting because it's got all these holes. It makes it look like a sculpture or like something that's been carved, I think, but the sea's done that naturally. It's done that naturally to the shell, and that makes it extra special because it's not man-made. Ooh, a tiny piece of pink coral. It's just a little weeny bird. It's so tiny but cute. Let's see if I can get it so you can get a good look. Can you see that? So sweet. I'm trying to get it up close so that you can get a good look at it. We're not even quarter way through the basket. I think we'll do a few more, and then I'll do another review on some more after, because this is going to be a long one otherwise. We'll keep going for a bit longer, eh? Isn't that cute? This is very like a wafer, this shell. It's so thin, it's like a little thin wafer. I don't know what sort of shell it is, but it's wafer thin, and this one's quite a thick one. And again, it's spirals and spinning tops and that nice smooth part there, and all this on this side. Lovely colours on it, just gorgeous, and I love the smoothness of it. It's so nice. And these little bumps, they're quite different from these bumps. These bumps are really quite different, and this one is also even bigger bumps than the last one. See how that's all really, they protrude out quite a lot. This protrudes out a little bit, and these are almost smooth, but they're little bumps. The ones we got in here, lots of little ones, tiny ones coming up. This little wee one, it's so cute. It's very pretty, isn't it? It's very tiny, but very pretty. This little one's got a natural hole in it. It's a little one like that. It's a little, shaped like a little horn or a little trumpet or an ice cream cone. It's kind of like that, isn't it? Like a little tiny miniature ice cream cone. Ah, and here's an even smaller one. Look, it's even littler. There's another little shell like that. That one's got two little worn holes in it. What one's this one? Oh, this one's been worn away and looks like a little bit like someone's been doing the artwork with it. But they haven't. That was in the seabed like that, collected from the beach. Not all of these were collected by us. Some I got bought for our collection from other people that had collected them over the years. This is another one of those wafer ones. I'm just feeling around the basket to find some more. This one's one of those wafer ones, but it's got a natural hole, so you could make it into jewellery. And same with these with these holes in them. You could make them into really rustic, unusual, earthy sort of, just really interesting jewellery if you wanted. But yeah, they made just lovely parts of a shell collection. I've got a couple more and then we'll leave the rest for the next video, okay? What shall we finish with? Oh, we'll finish with a couple of these ones. Oh, I see, we've got another rock. It's a very nice rock, mind you. It's a lovely, long, smooth one. Yes, but it is just a rock. It's a very unusual shaped rock. I don't know whether that was from the seabed or not, or just whether it got put in there. It might have been from the garden. This is a tiny little shell. And this one, it's like a seabed rock. And it may have crystals inside. I don't know. I'm really not up on this stuff. I just know I like it. And I like its naturalness. But yeah, this might have crystals inside. It looks like the outside of some of those ones that have got crystals when they get cracked open. Let's just bring this around so that we can see what we've got in here. Oh, there's so many still. I don't know. We'll just get a little handful out, eh? Oh, this is one that's been made into this. We put it in there, but it's actually been made into a piece of jewellery and shaped into a boat. A nice little boat. That's a piece of power shell or abalone. I'll see if I can get the nice colours there for you to have a good look at it, because it's really rather gorgeous. It's got the little part that you can put your... It would be very hard to get a cord through there. I didn't do this myself. I would have put a bigger hole so I could put cord through there, but you could put a fine chain or a little link on there and then put a cord. One of those little jump links or something. Another little shell. That one's not so fancy but still sweet. And another fan-shaped one. We've got quite a few fan-shaped ones in the collection. And another one of these that look like little ice cream cones or horns. They're really sweet. Let's see what we should finish with. Let's have a look in the basket and see what I can find. Because it's always nice to have something a little bit extra special to show at the end. I don't know what you are. We'll save you for next time. Just having a quick faucet through the shells. Oh, there's all sorts of ones. Oh, we'll finish with these few and then we'll do some more later. This one is another pearly one. This is another thin wavery one. I'm wondering if this might be mother of pearl because it's got such a pearly finish. See? I think it's got a really lovely pearly sheen to this one. Quite gorgeous. Now this isn't an actual shell as such, and somehow it's made its way in there, but I'll show it. It's a genuine stone that's been smoothed off and made like for wearing. But because the hole's so small and I haven't got a jump link to make it into a necklace, I popped it in with the shell collection. Maybe because it's got the blue colours, I'm not sure. It probably belongs in the gemstone collection. I think it's possibly found its way into the wrong box. Some of them have. This teeny tiny, is it a little cockle shell? I'm not sure. It's just a little teeny, or a pipwink, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm probably saying it all wrong. But it's cute and it's tiny and it's just so sweet. We'll see if we can find one more. What can I find? Let me see. Oh, I found a couple of other interesting ones to finish with. I'm really enjoying showing you. This is so much fun. I hope you're enjoying it too. Just going to have a nice relaxing look at the lovely shells. It's like going to the beach almost, isn't it? This one, again, we could make it into jewellery. This has happened in the ocean. It's got worn out. and it's rather beautiful. I've got two more and then we'll leave the rest for next time. This one I thought was really interesting. Look at the colours on that. Reminds me of a zebra. It's got like little zebra stripes on this one. It's quite unusual. That's that side of the shell. I hope we're getting these all in focus for you. I'm trying my best. That's that side of the shell. It's like little zebra stripes, but see how tiny it is. It's really tiny. And this one, this reminds me of a hat. This is a shell. It's a little shell like that. It's really tiny again. See that one? But it reminds me of a tiny hat that you can imagine on a tiny little thing or a light fitting. It's so cute. It's just so cute. I can't wear that in the garden. It's irresistibly sweet though. Oh. Well, that was the end of part 1 of the seashell collection and corals and all the things found in the ocean, plus a few little extras that found their way in, like lovely stones and things that were unexpectedly in the basket with the seashells. You have a wonderful day and thanks so much for joining me.